So, you're a founder. You're building something from nothing, and that's amazing. But we need to talk about how to get you from just surviving the day-to-day chaos to actually thriving. We're going to explore how to build a business that builds you back instead of breaking you down. Let's dive in.
All right, let's be real for a second. Every single founder, at some point, asks themselves this very question. It is so easy to feel like this incredible thing you're building is just taking everything out of you. If that hits close to home, just know you are definitely not alone. And acknowledging that feeling, that's the first real step to flipping the script.
So here's how we're going to break it all down. First, we're starting with the absolute foundation, your mental game. Then we'll get super practical with how to reclaim your time. After that, we'll tackle turning that nagging doubt into real impact. And finally, we'll tie it all together to help you become a leader who can last. Okay, first up, mastering your inner world. Because here's the thing, before you can manage a team or a budget or a product launch, you've got to be able to manage what's going on inside your own head. This is the bedrock for everything else you're trying to build.
Look, it is not a weakness to admit that the pressure is getting to you. Honestly, it's one of the biggest signs of strength. Recognizing the toll that stress takes is what gives you the power to actually do something about it, instead of just letting it steamroll you.
So how do you actually manage it? Well, it's all about building a routine for mental clarity. And this isn't about adding more to your already insane to-do list. We're talking small, consistent things, like a few minutes of journaling or using an app on your phone. But honestly, the most critical piece here is support. Don't try to do this alone. Finding peers, mentors, a coach, that connection is your best defense against burnout, period.
All right, once your head's in a clearer space, you're ready to tackle the one resource you can never, ever get back, your time. This is where we stop being reactive and start being strategic.
Now, I've got a fantastic tool for this. It's called the Eisenhower Matrix. And the idea is actually pretty simple, but it is so powerful. It forces you to sort every single task, not just by how loud it is, its urgency, but by how much it actually matters for your big picture goals.
So here's how it works. You've got 4 boxes. The stuff that's important and urgent, you do it, no brainer. But the real magic, the real game changer, is that decide box. The important but not urgent tasks. That is where strategic growth lives, and it's the box most of us ignore. Learning to delegate or just plain delete everything else frees you up to live in that high-impact zone.
And beyond just prioritizing, you can build some seriously powerful systems. Think of it as a 3-step combo. First, you batch similar tasks together, like all your emails at once, to stop jumping around. Then you leverage technology, like project management tools, to keep everything organized. And finally, you automate anything you possibly can. Trust me, these 3 steps will buy you back hours every single week.
But listen, none of these amazing tools or systems work if you don't protect your focus. That means literally scheduling focus blocks in your calendar where you are completely unavailable. And it means getting really, really comfortable with saying no to things that don't move you towards your goals. This isn't about being a jerk, it's about being effective. Okay, so we've got your mind clearer, your schedule tighter, and that creates the space we need to work on that other huge challenge for founders, confidence. Let's talk about how to go from that nagging self-doubt to a rock-solid belief in what you're doing. Imposter syndrome is really just a story you're telling yourself. And the best part is, you can change the narrator. Just look at the shift here. Instead of, what if I fail, you pivot to, I deserve to be here. This isn't about faking it. It's about actively choosing the perspective that's actually going to help you win. It's a practice, and it changes everything. And look, this isn't just wishful thinking. You can actually build confidence, step by step. The idea is to gather evidence that you know what you're doing. Keep a journal of your wins, no matter how small. Find mentors who've been there. The key is to shift your focus from trying to be perfect to just making progress. And that's really the bottom line, isn't it? You can't just think your way into feeling confident. You have to act your way into it. Because confidence is a result of action. Every little step forward really does matter. All right, we've tackled the mind, the schedule, and the confidence. This brings us to the final and maybe the most crucial piece of the puzzle, sustainability. How do you fuel yourself so you can actually stick around for the long haul? Let me be clear, this is not the fluffy stuff. This is pure business strategy. Your physical health directly impacts your decision-making. That's why exercise and good food are totally non-negotiable. Same with unplugging. Scheduling time away from screens to hang out with people you love isn't slacking off. It's recharging the most critical asset your company has,
And that's you. And here it is. This is probably the most powerful mindset shift any founder can make. Your personal growth is business growth. Full stop. Spending money on a workshop or a coach isn't an expense on your P&L. It is a direct investment in your company's #1 asset. A burnt-out founder is a liability. A growing founder is an unstoppable force.
It all just boils down to this one simple, powerful truth. Taking care of yourself is not a luxury. It's a strategic necessity if you want to have long-term success.
So, as we wrap this up, let's make it real. Forget about the 5-year plan for just a moment. What is the one thing, just one, that you will do this week to invest in your company's most valuable asset, you? Pick one thing and do it, because that small, deliberate action is where your journey to sustainable success really begins.